nothing to hear. Let's get into something a little bit more appropriate for the time of year. Hey guys, welcome to Blind Girl Vlogs. How are we all doing? Did you have a good New Year's celebrations? I certainly did. Now actually it's the first year that me and him and Dawes have actually done something for New Year's. We usually spend it at home just chilling and relaxing and raise a glass at midnight. But I wanted to be, well, a lovely person and book something. And we managed to get in, actually. They had some spaces, so we thought, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into the new year with a bit of style. So I did, and we had a 3-course meal. We had a live singer. He was amazing, by the way. And we had DJ, and we had a dance. And it was brilliant. So today we're going to be talking about how do blind people go on holiday? How do blind people travel? How do blind people plan for what they're going to do? Well, this is what I do, and I thought I'm going to come and share a few things with you that might make it a little bit easier for when you're looking at planning. Now, the last few years, as we know, the pandemic has really taken a toll on holidays and traveling. But this year, I'm hoping that things are going to open up a little bit more and that we're able to go out and explore this great country and this great world that we live in. Now, back in 2013, I went to Prague and I took a Trekker Breeze. Now, a Trekker Breeze is designed to enable blind and low vision people to be able to travel and navigate. It's like a sat nav, but it was quite clunky, and for me, it did help me. But nowadays, I'm able to use my iPhone with sat nav, with maps, with apps that are able to facilitate me. I use Be My Eyes, I also use Ira, I also use FaceTime. So there are many different ways that I use to enable me. So technology has advanced so much from back in 2013 when I was using things like the Trekker Breeze to enable me to get around. But technology, like I say, has enabled me to do so much. So for me, to be able to travel independently, I like to firstly know the destination I'm going to. I don't just like to rock up and just get to the airport and say, hey, I'm going to go to XYZ, because I like to do a little bit of planning. I like to know where I'm going so I can look at routes and I can plan in that way and maybe get some taxi numbers and get some recommendations from people. So for me, it's all about prepping and planning before I go. If I'm going with a group of people, I can happily go anywhere and everywhere. But if I'm thinking of going with me on my own or with him indoors, I think a little bit of planning is good. And actually, recommendations are a good way to be able to go to places that you wouldn't necessarily know. So for someone who, like me, is totally blind, I wouldn't be able to walk down the street and say, oh, that looks a really interesting restaurant, let's go over there, or there's a museum over there. So in hindsight, actually being able to know what's in your local area is really, really good, and kind of making sure that you're not going to go to any potential hotspots that are going to be quite, well, dangerous. It depends on where you're going. We kind of like to travel to places that are okay for tourists to travel to. There are places that I'm wanting to go that might be a little bit more risky, but never say never. So first things first is get the location and do your planning about what's in the area, and ask around, ask for those recommendations. Use social media, use your channels to be able to get people to recommend places to you, whether it's restaurants, whether it's museums, local parks, anything that you're interested in, have that list ready to go. And another thing is, I ask my sister a lot of the time, Franny, she's amazing, to see if there's any really good deals about, looking at flights, looking at ferries, trains, because having someone sighted being able to cross-reference various different websites is a lot quicker and easier. It's not to say that I can't do it, but sometimes some websites aren't really accessible to me. Even with speech and voiceover and my software JAWS, which enables me to be able to use a computer, it's not always easy, and sometimes it's so time consuming and it's frustrating. So she is a great pair of eyes to look over those great deals. And she can look at packages as well. So whether it's flight and hotels, she's a really good find at so many different brilliant deals. So again, it's having someone that you trust to be able to do that. And the internet is a great tool to be able to find those amazing deals. But you can also go into travel agents, which we've done in the past. But what with the pandemic, things have been a bit hit and miss. So yeah, being able to do those things online is definitely the way that we're looking to do that. So that's number 2. And I guess for me, it's kind of like going to places that you really want to go to. Okay guys, I forgot where I was going with that. I'm just chilling in my living room, totally unwinding on a Sunday evening, and I was just in my own dream world thinking of those sunny days abroad. I'm really hoping that we can go and travel. Who's off? And we've got live music in the background, so yeah, it does help me think about those sunny days. So traveling as a blind person, it doesn't have to be daunting. There are some people out there who might not have the confidence, and believe me, that's fine. For me, I didn't have the confidence, but now technology has enabled me to be able to utilize various different apps, FaceTime, and actually navigation. I feel a lot more confident. And even if you don't feel confident, that's fine. Everyone is different, and you have to do what's right for you. But this year we're hoping to get away to a couple of destinations. New York is the big one. I've never been to America, and I really want to go to New York. I mean, there are so many places in America that I would love to get to, but everyone says you have to do New York. I mean, it's a great place. I want to go and see Central Park. I want to go to the museums. I want to go to Ground Zero and pay my respects. And I just want to experience America like everyone else has been, that keep telling me you need to go. So New York is on my list, and I have been asking for recommendations about where to go in New York. What do I need to do in terms of travel when I get there? How does the ticketing system work, and the subway, and all of that stuff. So let me know in the comments below what the best thing to do is for that when we're over there to travel around on buses and trams and all of that stuff. That would be really helpful. And top places to go in New York. Now obviously we're going to be doing the touristy things, but I'm equally just as keen to kind of do what Americans do, and do all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm really keen for you guys to let me know the places to go, because it's something that I've been wanting to do for many years, and hopefully this year is going to work. So yeah, we've been planning and putting a list together of stuff that we would like to do. But if you've been over there, then yeah, definitely let us know what you would suggest. We're also hoping to do possibly Malta. Sean's been to Malta a couple of years ago, maybe even more than a couple of years ago, and he says it's lovely. So it's a place that I've never been to, and again, it's a new place, new cultures. I love to chat to people, and also it's the sun, sea and sand. I want to get over to feel the sun on my face, the sand on my toes, the sea all around me. It's amazing. And actually, it's a good point to pick up. Many people who are sighted, who are friends of mine, say, but okay, so you can't see, so what enjoyment do you get out of going on holiday? Because you're not going to see what's around you, you're not going to be able to experience, nature. But for me, it's more than that. It's about having that sensory experience. It's about smells, taste. It's about being able to have that tactile experience as well. So I might not be able to see it, but I still can really enjoy going to a different place. Now, I love to try different food. So that's another sensory experience. It's the taste, it's the textures. And again, it's warmer climates, sand. I know sand is very similar to anywhere else in the world, but it's something that I really enjoy doing. And actually, the sounds are different, the smells are different in different countries, and it's about having those experiences. So yeah, I think it's just as valid going. If you're blind, I get loads from it. So yeah, we're going to hopefully go to a few places, maybe get back to Prague. We went to Prague in 2013 with the Trekker Breeze, which I no longer use, by the way. It's a great device, but for me, I've got my iPhone and it's a system that I have in my pocket, and it's all, you know, I've got the apps and maps on there, so why do I need an extra device to worry about? And you have to pay for maps for the country that you're in, so it does get expensive. But if you use Trekker Breeze, that's great. But I just find it, you know, for me, it's not as expensive if I just use my trusty iPhone, which I like to use, and it's really reliable now, so happy days. And yeah, I don't think there are many like other trips we're wanting to do abroad. I really want to get around to various different places in the UK, like Cornwall, Devon. I'd love to go to the Isle of Man. So there are so many incredible places, hidden gems in this country, and I'm beginning to explore them because obviously we've had to do staycations. But it's something that I really, really feel that, you know, as someone living in this country, I really should, you know, enjoy what's around me here rather than, you know, hopping overseas. I like to do a bit of both, but it's important to, you know, to support the economy here as well as abroad. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you on a more romantic note for you romantics out there. Yeah, I'm born to be wild.
You're romantic?
Yeah, leave on a lovely romantic note.
Can you sing it?
No, I'm not going to sing, that would be awful. Valentine's Day is coming up, so just thought I'd leave you with some love, thanking you for all of your support and looking forward ahead to 2022 on this channel, Blind Girl Vlogs. Take care, guys. Love you lot.